And now we'd like to welcome Alyssa Velasco to the show. Hi. Welcome. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Hi. So you're the Director in Development Programs at the Women's Foundation of the Genesee Valley. And can you tell us a little bit about what your job with the foundation is?
Sure. At the Women's Foundation, we promote economic self-sufficiency for women and girls through grant-making, education, and advocacy. And for those that don't know what economic self-sufficiency is, it's the ability to provide the basic costs for your family, caring for your family, health care, food, taxes, child care, housing. So the ability to provide those things for yourself and your family.
Okay.
So we provide grants to programs with the highest likelihood to support women and girls to achieve economic self-sufficiency. And then we also have a program called our Girls Initiative, which stresses literacy, mentorship, and philanthropy for girls in the Genesee Valley, which is the greater Rochester, New York area and the surrounding counties of Monroe County.
Why is it important to have organizations like yours? I mean, if you weren't there, what kind of void would this community face?
Well, we know that women and girls are disproportionately affected by poverty. And across the whole world, 70% of those living in poverty are women and children. So there is the need for these programs that we're supporting that help women and girls, or lift them, as my shirt says. That's our call to action, to help them to help themselves. So there's definitely the need, because poverty is a struggle that I don't see anywhere going anywhere in the foreseeable future.
So how does this foundation help not only women but also the community which we live in?
So when women and girls thrive, our whole community thrives. There's that, they're contributing, there's that economic empowerment and growth for the region. So we want to advocate for the women and girls and educate the community that there is this need, and there's the need for the programs that we're providing to the area.
What can women and girls do to support this, your foundation, as far as civic engagement is concerned?
I'm a huge advocate for giving back, whether it be your time, your talent, or your treasure. So we actually have a program for girls, high school girls. Our Girls Initiative program has a grant-making committee where we get high school girls together and teach them about, one, the need of women and girls living in poverty, and teach them how to review grant proposals that we're receiving. So they essentially get to help us decide where our grant funding is going to go, and they're really a part of the solution.
Excellent. So the term feminist has a negative stigma around it. And what's a feminist, and can a boy be a feminist?
Boys can, of course, be feminists. Being a feminist, it's the belief that men and women should be equal and have equal opportunities. So, I mean, who doesn't want that? Really, it's just advocating and educating one another that we should all have equal rights and equal opportunities.
What's the importance of having events like the Women's History Month, and how do kind of the networking and so on impact kind of?
It's a big educational opportunity, teaching in schools the value of supporting our girls, and so that they can become successful women. Success has a wide range of definitions, but celebrating the women in history that have gotten us as far as we have, and how much further we have to go to move the needle. I mean, coming up next month is Equal Pay Day.
Oh, nice.
A lot of people don't know that women only make 80% of what a man does.
Doing the same job.
Doing the same job. So these are opportunities to recognize where we are and how far we've come, but that there's still more work to do.
So you kind of touched on how things are still not equal, but the women's movement has kind of been revitalized. So what other things can we do that we can help women get engaged with this?
I think just being an advocate and a speaker for women's rights and equality, just gender equality overall. And volunteering, like I said earlier, is huge. become involved with any local organizations. There's mentoring groups.
Sure.
I believe in mentorship. That's huge. Find a mentor and connect with them, and you could stay connected with them for the rest of your life. So.
Nice. Cool.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
We would like to thank Alyssa for being here. And for more information about the Women's Foundation, head to our website, homeworkhotline.org.
And now, playwright Iris Roll is going to tell us, excuse me, why he created the play on equal right to act, and why the first women's convention held in Rochester, New York, was an important step in women's rights.